Okay, so in your writing resource documents folder that is contained in week 8, we are going to go over a few tips for elaboration and what you can do while revising your essays this week in order to strengthen your elaboration sections. So again, those of you that had me last year, this paper might look familiar. In your writing resource documents, if you are able and if you have a printer at home, it might be helpful to really print out either essay structure or essay template and the elaboration reference sheet. I'm not saying that it's required, but typically in a class setting, what we would do is you would have a folder with sheet protectors, and all of these papers would go in those sheet protectors because they are considered very important, and we are going to be referencing them at different points throughout the year together. So again, it's not required. If you don't have a printer, it's okay. You can still access them online, but it might be helpful while you're working to either have the essay template or the essay structure paper pulled up while you are working. So again, if you were able to print this out, then you wouldn't have to go back and forth between tabs and your Word file, your Word document. You could just look in front of you at whatever part you needed, okay? Maybe you were having difficulty with your last sentence of your body paragraphs or that sentence between your topic sentence and your evidence. So it might be helpful to print this out while you are working. But again, today we're just going to quickly go over the information concerning elaboration. Again, if you are taking a few notes or if you started notes yesterday and you just want to add on to those, I think that would be a really good idea because there are going to be a few things that I will say that are not written down on this paper. The first thing is that elaboration should never be a summary of the evidence. Elaboration should never be a summary of the evidence. It should never be a summary of a source. What should it be instead of a summary or summarizing? What should your elaboration do instead?
Analyze. It should be an analysis.
Exactly. Thank you. So that was one of our Kahoot questions, if you remember. But instead of summarizing, your elaboration should analyze, and it should provide an analysis of the evidence and how the evidence relates to your topic or your claim. So in science classes, if you've ever done claims, evidence, and reasoning, that process is very, very similar to having your topic or your claim, then your evidence, and your elaboration, which provides reasoning and analysis. Again, this document has several types of elaboration that you can use, but the three that I would say are the most important are reason, example, and importance. So if you're taking a few notes, I would say use reason, example, and importance the most. These types of elaboration work very well with the type of essay that you are writing. It works very well to give an example of why something is important concerning the impact of plastic on Earth. It's also very helpful to give those specific examples of what's happening with the coral reefs or the sea creatures. Importance is also a great way to elaborate because it's very simple to say this is important because this is crucial to the environment because. So importance really is focusing on the benefits of something or the problems if something is not done. Right? So you can go either way with that. The benefits of recycling or the problems if people do not recycle or the problems if plastic continues to accumulate on Earth. And then reason is one of the most common types of elaboration. And I really want to bring your attention to the example of cause and effect. Using cause and effect in your elaboration can be very effective. So if you use an if-then statement, if cause, then what's the effect, right? If plastic continues to accumulate in oceans, then what's the effect? That type of elaboration is very strong and provides a great analysis. Again, sometimes this comes easily to some of us, and sometimes it's very difficult to sit there and think, what can I say in order to extend on this evidence? So we might be in different places, and that's okay. But I did want to draw your attention to example, reason, and importance. All right, I am going to go ahead and include your source packet in the writing resources folder. Let me go ahead and do that at this time so that you have that information. And I'm already opened, but I need to save it. There we go. To the desktop. And in your writing resources, you should, in a minute, be able to refresh it and see the source packet. I'm just adding it right now. I had forgotten to do. I apologize about that. All right. So if you refresh your Schoology page in the writing resource document, you should now be able to see the file that says source packet. And if you click on that, obviously it will take you to the source packet and the prompt. If you need to refer to this while you are revising, you have this information available to you. If you need to change any of your evidence, if you just need to refresh your memory, then you have this information in front of you, okay? So your task for today, and you are going to have today, tomorrow, and Thursday, which is quite a bit of time. The reason I'm giving you so much time is because I want you to really focus on getting this right and improving your essay to the best of your ability. So what you're going to be doing is you will, in one tab, pull up your essay. So I think yesterday we had a couple volunteers, and I think one of them was Nadine. So Nadine, are you okay with me pulling up your essay on screen?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. So in one tab, you are going to pull up your essay with the comments. When you pull up your essay with the comments on the side, then you are going to pull up another tab or a Word file and split your screen like we've done before. And when you split your screen, you are going to essentially be rewriting your essay, but improving the areas that you need to. Now, I do want to tell you that I don't want you to just fix the things that I said, right? That can be our first tendency, to just fix what we said here. But instead, I want you to also look at those writing resource papers and see, how else can I improve this? How else can I make it better? You know, Ms. Picker didn't explicitly comment on this exact sentence of elaboration, but how can I make this elaboration stronger? I want you to look at essay structure or essay template and step by step think, how can I make this stronger? Did I do this? Did I include that sentence in between topic sentence and evidence? Did my elaboration really analyze, or was it just summarizing, right? And did I end each body paragraph by proving why this information is important and why people should care? Again, you have today, tomorrow, and then you will submit this on Thursday. So if you have any questions while you are working, please don't hesitate to let me know. There's a lot of papers, there's a lot of steps. Even if you were doing this in a classroom setting, your desk would be pretty crowded. So right now it means that your computer is kind of crowded with different files that you are pulling up and looking at while you are working. So again, your task for today is to revise your essay using this information, going step by step, looking through the feedback, and looking at the essay structure and essay elaboration reference paper. Do you guys have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Kieran. If you do not have any questions right now and you do later, please type them in the chat and I will help you out in any way that I can. Okay, so you are starting a new document. You are looking at your first essay and you are revising to try to improve your score and make your essay better. All right, guys, I am going to get off the microphone so that I stop talking and you can start working. Again, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks.